Gameweek 35 is still underway, but we are going to start preparing for Gameweek 36 as we will need the whole time for prepare for it. The deadline is on Friday, so we have one less day basically for preparation. So let's start with a little bit of a fun video. I'm going to prepare the best possible team for Gameweek 36. It's essentially a free hit draft for 36, but I wouldn't call it that way because you can take some of the players and integrate them in your squad. It's solely for 36, so if you're planning a transfer, maybe focus on players with a double in 37, but have in mind that this is solely with the purpose to have fun with the 36 performance and to see how the best team possible is looking. We're going to take a look at the fixtures and decide what strategy we're going to take. So we're taking now all of our players. It's just become a regular thing to just remove the players and to be starting from a clean slate. If you enjoy such type of content and want to see more, don't be afraid to subscribe. Join me on some of my deadline streams, like the videos, comment anything. I enjoy talking to you guys, so let's make the community bigger and let's share the knowledge that we have for the game. So from 35 we still have 4 games to be played, and that means City and Arsenal title contenders are yet to play, but I'm going to include some of their players as they are supposed to basically win their games. So let's see City and Arsenal, both of them are having a home fixture, so I plan to do the following thing: 2 defenders from Arsenal and 1 attacker, and 2 attackers from City and 1 defender. I believe that's the proper way to do so. And I don't know who yet is going to be benched from City from their defense, but I know for sure that one player isn't going to be benched, and he is called Ederson. He's going to be playing until the remainder of the season, and I believe that's the right choice to go for him. Up front, I've went with De Bruyne and Haaland, and I believe that's a pretty good strategy as you have covered the premium picks, and I believe the best City players with Foden as well. I was deliberating should I put Foden instead of Ederson, but I don't want to invest in 3 attackers of City as they almost never deliver the 3 of them. So I am returning Haaland and De Bruyne, and now I have my premiums set for the week. Now going into Arsenal, I believe it's obvious to say that I will be putting Ben White. He is the best defender this year for fantasy reasons and he is performing really well. And now with the following fixture against Bournemouth at home, he can do good. Gabriel is going to be coming into the side as well, as he is the cheapest of the nailed ones and a clean sheet is most probably coming their way. That's the reason why I'm going to pick him. Now I have the option to pick from Saka, Odegaard or Havertz, and I'm going to pick Havertz as, in my opinion, cheap, reliable, and best form from their midfielders, so I'm selecting Havertz. Now I have my Arsenal and my City players logged in, and now I can just look for 5 more players and finish up the squad. Looking at the fixtures, I see that Newcastle are having an away fixture to Burnley. I know Burnley are going to be fighting for a safe spot in the Prem, as Sheffield are already relegated, but Luton, Forest and Burnley are separated by 2 points, and Forest, I believe they're going to win against Sheffield or they're going to fight hard, so I may even take a look at some of their players to invest in, but for sure Newcastle are having an easier fixture to target, and the player that I want to invest in is another forward, and that's Isaac. I believe Isaac and Gordon are the best possible attackers from their side, but I will be investing in Isaac as I believe those midfield spots are so precious and I can go with someone else there. I will be putting out the team in FPL.team, so you'll see how I'm going to line up for 36, so don't worry about that. Looking now at the fixture run for the rest of the week, Chelsea are having a home fixture against West Ham, and that means only one thing: Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer immediately comes back into the side. West Ham are conceding goals, yeah, they're scoring, but at home Palmer has been detrimental and I cannot find a reason not to go for him. Now we've prepared for the Chelsea home fixture. Liverpool and Spurs face each other, so I'm not going to buy any of them. Palace face United, so maybe a player from United is needed. Elsewhere, Brighton Villa, so yeah, this is a good game for Aston Villa to get some points. as the next week's fixture is against Liverpool, and that's going to be a little bit tougher, and I believe Brighton are going to be the easier opposition. I know that Luton are going to be fighting for their lives, and they can get a easy win, not an easy win, but a hard-fought win against Everton, and that's one of their last chances to get ahead and to hope for safe. So I believe I'm going to just not pick Luton or Everton players at the moment. Arsenal, I've selected Brentford, Fulham, so maybe a guy from Newcastle, and I have the right option here in my opinion. Dan Burn, cheap, reliable, ever playing. Shar was subbed off today, so maybe a minor injury there, but Burn has played the full duration, and I believe we can still rely on him. We have that we will need to buy maybe a cheap goalkeeper, as I wouldn't play him for no reason. Ederson is going to go there, so we go to goalkeepers, and the cheapest I can see is Areola. Next up is Johnston. Dubravka is an option. Who else? Steele, no thank you. Turner, Kelleher. I'm going to go for Areola just to have a playing goalkeeper if something happens. He's not going to be part of the squad, but he is cheap, and as already mentioned, he is playing. Nottingham Forest, Sheffield. I'm tempted to go for a Forest player just for the sake of it, and if I go to a Forest player and I take a look, so their defenders are with 50 points, Gibbs White is pretty high, and Chris Wood is pretty high, and I'm willing to bet that Chris Wood is going to get some goals, and I'm putting Chris Wood. I know that this is a pretty outside of the box pick, but I tend to like it. So, and I have my 3 strikers, my 3 midfielders and 3 defenders, so let me put some defenders here. I will go with, is this guy playing? Nope. Aina, I don't know who is playing from Forest, who is good, who is not. So Murillo, is he good? I will be not playing that defender, so I can go cheaper. So I will be going for Van Hecke, why not? And someone else more attacking with an okay fixture. Let's return Ligurian. I know that they just conceded, but it's alright. And now we can go with Bruno Fernandes away to Crystal Palace. I believe they're going to score a goal, and Bruno will be involved, and I have now 9.7. I can even return Son if I like, but basically I'm going to select a cheaper player, so I can invest from Havertz to Saka. I will go that way, so I'm changing him. I know that Saka hasn't been in a particularly good form, but still I can go for him because I have the budget. Gabriel, I can go and update Burn. Elsewhere, I'm fully committed. And here a midfielder, outside of the box midfielder, who can have an okay fixture fighting for something. So Spurs, Liverpool, I can go, no, Son in a bench option, no. Newcastle, Fulham, Wolves are not fighting for anything, so basically United, Villa, let's go for Bailey. While ahead, oh, Rodgers. This guy Rodgers has been scoring some goals pretty in the last couple of fixtures, so let's go with Rodgers. Why the hell not? So this is going to be the team that I will be suggesting for Gameweek 38. Now let's go and see how this will look into FPL.team. I'll go with my ID as this will be easier. So I'm selling basically Petrovic for Areola. You can go with whoever you want as a goalkeeper, as they will, so maybe not Van Hecke. Let's go for Brentwaite. Why the hell we should pick Van Hecke? So Brentwaite remains, João Pedro is out, and I'm selecting Wood here. So here it's Son out for Rodgers, and Havertz is out for Saka, and Maguire is out for Ben White. So not a lot of changes, so I've prepared alright. So the lineup will be something like this, and Rodgers here as a bench option, so here, and the captain option I will be relying on Haaland. So yeah, this is the lineup that I would suggest for Game Week 36 as the best possible team. I know there are some differentials here. I'm missing Gordon, but I have 4 pretty okay midfielders. Basically 3 of them are on penalties, and up front we have Isaac and Haaland as well on penalties. Isaac scored today a penalty, so that's good. In defense we have the best defense in the league, Manchester City defender and the Newcastle defender. I know they conceded against Sheffield, but still they're an okay defense, and I think we got it covered. I don't think we need to invest somewhere else. I believe that this draft is probable. Let me hear your thoughts about that draft and how do you see it. I hope we prepare better for the upcoming Gameweek 35. As I mentioned, it's going to be one day shorter, but we're going to prepare properly. If you enjoy that type of content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. All your help is very much appreciated. Like the video, comment it. You can just do whatever you like, turn the notification on, and don't forget that. But for now guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.